We extend Christian greetings to each one. Welcome each one to this part of the service. I can say I was richly blessed this morning already with the devotional that Brother Wayne shared. Yes, that was just very good. Satan has so many distractions for us to get our minds off. And some of the distractions are maybe not necessarily wrong. But our God, he desires relationship with all his children. And Satan does what he can to hinder that, to keep us from focusing on God, the one that we need to focus on. I'd like to ask a question today. Has knowing and accepting Jesus into your heart and life made a difference for you in your life and how you live your life? Maybe some of us here have not all accepted him into our life yet. You know, Satan would try to persuade you to not go down that road of accepting Jesus Christ into your heart and life. You know, I think one of those lies is, and he tries to get people to think of all the fun things that you can't do in life if you accept Jesus into your heart and life. Well, let me tell you, all those things that Satan would offer you to have and experience and do will not bring you anywhere near the joy, happiness, and satisfaction that can be yours when you accept him into your heart and life and make him a part of the life that you live. Your life will be so much happier. And today, my desire is that you not only listen to what I say verbally to you, but allow the Spirit of God to speak into your heart. And it is only as you allow him to minister to your heart that you can come away with a rich blessing from God. I was blessed with our Sunday school lesson, but we did not discuss much of the latter part of our reading, which had to do with salt and light. And today I would like to elaborate a little bit more on salt and light, and would like to also give some examples of that. I might have one or two stories to relate, just giving examples of salt and light. You know, when you think of the difference that accepting Jesus has made in your heart and life, does it affect the way you speak? Does it affect the thoughts that you think, allow yourself to think? Does it come out in how you relate with your brothers and sisters, or with your husbands and wives? All those things should be different when we accept Jesus into our heart and life. And then Jesus tells his children there in Matthew chapter 5, verse 13, he says, "Ye are the salt of the earth. But if the salt have lost his savor, wherewith shall it be salted? It is thenceforth good for nothing but to be cast out and to be trodden under foot of men." So if we look at salt, what does salt do? Salt changes whatever it comes in contact with. And salt gives and gives and gives and gives. I think that's about all it does, it gives. And you can put too much salt on things, but salt gives. But Jesus is saying here that ye are the salt of the earth. But he says then that if salt has lost its saltiness, then it is thenceforth good for nothing. And if we are the salt of the earth, are we, when God looks at us, are we that salt, or are we losing our saltiness? Do our